Today's live stream is brought to you by Cybrary.it. If you guys are looking for some amazing IT training, and they offer free videos in their training as well, so that's something I would definitely check out. Make sure you guys check out Cybrary.it. This video is completely sponsored by them, and we appreciate what they do over there, so make sure you check them out. There's a link in the description below, and I would appreciate you checking that out. What is going on, YouTube? That was an extended intro there, but we're in a good mood today. We're pumped to be live streaming again. I was supposed to live stream like all this week. However, I've been battling a sickness. My kids have been battling a sickness, so it's been a little chaotic. So I apologize for that. But we're here today, and that's important. Hey from Chicago. Hey from Milwaukee. What's up? What's going on? IT career skills. There's no age requirement for the CompTIA A+. But anyway, yeah, we're doing Ask Me Anything today because I just want to chat with you guys. I want to talk about what's going on, what's happening with your lives that you guys need help with. I hope you guys watched my last video that I put out where I talked about high school dropout to IT professional. That was kind of a hard video to make, but I'm glad we did it. It was fun. It was different. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys. Well, about two things today, really. We can do that. I'll chime in on the Ask Me Anything as much as I can. But there's like two things I want to talk about. I want to talk about the training course today because that's coming out. I wanted to give you guys an early look into it. And also talk about a quick resume tip that I think everybody should know about. I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't really know this or understand this. Some of you out there already will know exactly what I'm talking about, why it's beneficial for you. But for those who don't, we're going to cover that quick resume tip here. I think I have the resume ready. Yes, I do. Perfect. I'm going to switch over to that real quick. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about a quick resume tip for you guys. There it is. Yeah, here's an old resume of mine, and I think this video might be a little bit delayed, but we'll see. This is, like I said, an old resume of mine that I used, I don't know, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, maybe even longer, it feels like. But this resume right here got me a couple jobs. It worked fine. It's not really the greatest looking, but it did the job. But here's the pro tip for you guys that I want you guys to all understand. If you don't know about it, you guys are having a hard time finding a job maybe, and you're just not getting interviews. You know, what's something that you could do on your resume that will not only hit the HR filters, but it could potentially hit, that person who will be interviewing you. So whether that's a director, manager, whatever the case may be. Sorry, I'm laughing at IT career skills comment, question, or chat. The tip here is if you are currently studying for a certification or you're currently in school, put that on your resume. As you guys can see here, this is just kind of made up stuff that I put because you'll actually see this resume and you'll be able to download this resume in the training course that I'm doing. But you put that you're going to whatever college. And the important thing here is expected date of completion. That's what's going to be really important. So you could put on there your type of degree, so what your degree is going to be in, where you're going to school, and then that expected date of completion is going to be huge. Same thing if you're thinking about going for certification. You could put on there the certification name. So let's say we could do CompTIA Pen Test Plus, and I could say that my expected date of completion. This is the formatting's all jacked up now. Fantastic. We'll fix that in the most ghetto fashion right now. Expected date of completion. Oh man, I created a new line. Let's do that. There we go. Expected date of completion would be, let's say, June 2020. So right there, you're hitting with you going currently for a degree or currently studying for certifications. Those are just going to hit HR filters, and hiring managers are going to see that on there as well. It's really just a way to cheat some of the automated HR filters because a lot of times, like if you don't have a degree or you don't have certifications, occasionally the HR filters could filter that out and filter your application out. You won't even get a second glance, essentially, or nobody will even look at your resume. But if you put this on there, at least it's potential. And some employers will actually say, okay, well, he's currently studying for this, or he's currently going to be graduating from school in about a year. We think he's a good fit. Let's take him on. And one of the requirements of employment could be that you finish your degree or you finish that certification. So that's kind of one of the pro tips I want to talk about today. I just wanted to mention. Is live chat not working? What's up with live chat, y'all? It's not working on my on my my streaming computer here. That's kind of odd. There, maybe it's gonna start. We'll see what happens. But anyway, yeah. There's a pro tip. I kind of missed out on the chat, so. Lionheart. Hey Zach, what if you're a little older, didn't finish college, but got a cert? Should you put that on your resume, like some of the classes you took? No. If you didn't finish school or you have no intentions of finishing school, I don't think there's any reason to put that on your resume. Don't put on there that you took classes 10 years ago. That's not going to mean anything to a lot of people. So, must be a busy Thursday. I don't know if I missed any questions. Look at this. What's going on, Allie? How you doing? Thank you for the congratulations. What's going on, Mr. Sharma? I'm sure a lot of people are at work right now. How to learn code. There's so many resources out there to learn code. YouTube is going to be a great resource. It really depends on what you actually want to learn. What do you want to develop? Yo, Mafia Boy, what's up? So I got my Security Plus. What's my next step? Well, I made an announcement in the members only thing on YouTube. That's like the Patreon members only thing. And I kind of talked about, or I think I mentioned something about what is potentially next, the next certification, which I don't think a lot of people will understand why I'm doing that. Maybe some people will. But I think it's been in the members only for a while now. So I could talk about it. I could tell you guys about it. The next certification, let me pull it up. I believe, now don't take me word for word. This is what I think I'm going to do. Doesn't mean that I'm going to go and take it just yet. It's really kind of what I'm considering doing next. It's the CSAP certification. CSAP certification. I can put it right here. Certified Security Awareness Practitioner. That's what I really kind of want to go for. There's a few reasons behind this, and if you guys don't understand, well, obviously I love doing some types of training. I love talking to people. I love helping people. And I would love to get into an organization and help with their security awareness. So this certification from InfoSec Institute, I can't even talk, would really kind of, I think, stand out for me personally, achieve my goals. So this, I believe I read a few things about it. I could take like a 3-day class or something maybe and take this, I think. I need to look into it a little bit more, but I'm really trying to align my career to what is going to be best for me. So while there was a lot of talk on different certifications that, I was going to take or I wanted to take, at the end of the day, like the CCNA is one of them. At the end of the day, like the CCNA isn't necessarily going to help me down the path that I want to go, at least right now. So I kind of want to put that on hold because, again, it's not going to help with my path. It's not going to help with exactly I want to be doing with my life. It's a great certification. It's just not. I don't know that it's going to help me on my path right this second, or even within the next 2 years. I don't plan on being you know, I guess, I don't know. I guess there's things. This, I think, is just what fits me. So, something like an audit or risk assessment position might be get you in that area of work, making sure people are complying with things, understanding how to comply with the security standards, etc. Yeah. So, anyway, that's kind of what I'm thinking about. It's what I've been talking about. It's a little bit behind the scenes there. I kind of announced that in our members only thing, and also the members only is going to have more into this, that behind the scenes kind of look. So there's that. But anyway, um, I wanted to give you guys kind of a preview of the training course that's coming. This, you guys can already hit it. I'm sure you could probably, find this online, look it up. You may be even able to sign up for it. You probably can, I would imagine. It's not completely finished yet, but it's almost there. I'm waiting on a couple things to be transcribed, so a couple videos to be converted over to text, and it should be good to go. I mean, I think I have everything kind of laid out. There's actually uh, two more videos, but they won't show up as videos, or at least one of them won't show up as a video because it's a link to a video. But yeah, here's the training course is going to be how to get an entry level IT job. So basically, it's going to walk you through step by step what you need to know, what you need to do, and here's kind of the curriculum. You guys can find it online. I'm not going to link to it. Maybe I could link to it. We'll see. But there's kind of everything we've got so far. Like I said, there's like two more videos, so two more chapter, at least one more chapter, because one of the videos is tied. Here we go, URL bonus video. So you guys will hear more about this soon. It's going to be fun. I think people will like it. You think I should get my CCNA? I'm not going to need my CCNA like right this second. Like I said, not even in the next couple years will I need my CCNA. I'm not going to be doing any type of networking like heavily. I'm not going to be going to be like get like my Pentest Plus or the OCSP or like the CEH or anything like that. So the CCNA could definitely help in those areas, but I don't know that that's exactly the path that I want to go down. Robin, yeah, the training course is going to be $10, and you'll have lifetime access to it. Oh, thanks. Take a bite out of tech. Like I said, it's just not my thing right now. Can you teach yourself from all internet resources of networking security to be an ethical hacker? There's a lot of great resources out there for free that you can pay for that will teach you everything you need to know about to be an ethical hacker. I cannot talk today. I think I'm still kind of sick, but that's whatever. Josh Maddock, if you get your associate in Gen Ed right away, or now, or get the IT associate in 2 more years, what would you do? Yeah, IT associate or cert. Well, you can go the associate's route and get some certs. That's always a great way to look at things. What's going on, Brett Bridgens? Oh man, I thought I'd be able to live stream today, but this cough is going to be killer. Is there a question I missed? No, I think everybody's answering questions. So yeah, that's like a quick look at the IT training course that's coming up. You guys, again, you can find that somewhere on YouTube. You're taking your. Should you skip that? Just have Security Plus, or just finish the. Just shoot for. Well, Brett, what is it that you want to do, man? Like, where do you want to end up? You already have an MBA, so I mean, just getting certifications would be would be fine. Mitchell, your daughter's in college studying computer engineering. She wants to focus on security and hardware. Best certifications for her to study on the side and pass before she graduates. Security Plus would be a great one. That'd be the best foundational starting point. Mr. D, what's going on? Any plan on getting into AWS? Yeah, there is. There's thoughts about that. What's going on, Jay Lewis? See you later. Take a bite out of tech. There's thoughts about the AWS. I would definitely be very interested in going down that path. It's just I'm trying to align things for me, and I'm trying to just create my best journey that I can. Right? I talked to you guys about starting your journey and the things that you guys could do to have a positive impact on the journey that you want to take into IT or to advance your career. And I mean, I'm kind of doing the same thing. I know that YouTube isn't going to be forever. While this is my job right now, and it's fantastic, it's not always going to be around. It might not always be a thing. And I want to have my journey lined up in the best possible way that I can. So for me, it's trying to figure out what interests me the most. Where am I going to be of most value when YouTube goes away? And I really have to consider what I think will help me get a job, what will help me stay relevant, and then just ultimately at the end of the day, like, what am I most interested in? And that's helping people, right? So while almost every single job in IT, I think every single job actually, like in IT, you ultimately are helping people. I want to make a bigger impact. YouTube's probably not going away anytime soon, but let's just say for some reason my channel gets deleted for whatever reason, right? I want to make sure that I have the best backup plan possible. So when YouTube goes away, add that dancing job back to resume. Yeah, you're right. So anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Robin Davis, why is it so hard to get entry IT part-time jobs fresh out of college? He did a paid internship, been out of college since May of 2019. It depends on the area that you live in. That's going to be a big one. So that's going to really determine how many jobs are available to your son, and ultimately, like, how does his resume look? How does his cover letter look? Is he even getting interviews? If he's not getting interviews, then you have to take a better look at the resume and cover letter. If he is getting interviews and he's just bombing the interviews, I mean, that's again a completely different story. There's a lot that can be worked on, and ultimately, what it's going to take is doing multiple interviews, doing a lot of interviews, and getting that experience. And eventually, you'll kind of find out what is needed. I have quite a few videos out there on interview tips and tricks. I would definitely look through like the archive and find those because those are definitely going to be very beneficial for anybody who's having trouble interviewing. And spoiler alert, one of the next courses that I'll be doing is going to be about interviewing and resumes and cover letters. So that'll be fun. When is this current course coming out? I'm hoping to have it done by at least 2 weeks. I'm waiting for somebody to finish transcribing some of the videos. So I might release it early. I mean, right now it's pretty much done. There's just some touch-up things that need to be done. So like you could even go right now and buy the course if you wanted, if that was something you're interested in. But just know that more things are coming to the course. So there's that. Sunny Day, does an upcoming industry with AI at influence, will there be really value of degree over skill set? Please just try to elaborate possibilities of skills specifically in cybersec. That the question just throws me off because I don't know if English is your first language or not, so it's just hard for me to comprehend all of that. And so I apologize. No offense to you or anything. Elaborate possibilities of skills specifically in cybersec. So I think you're asking like if AI is anything to worry about. It's not necessarily anything to worry about. We'll just evolve. with AI? Will there be a value of degree over skill set? So degrees are always kind of going to have some type of value until they just ultimately go away completely, if that ever happens, which it probably never will. Um, but you have probably seen that a lot of the larger organizations like Google and Facebook drop degree requirements for people working for their organizations, which that's big news. That's huge. If other companies start to adapt that same process there, then you'll see that a degree isn't going to be as needed in IT. However, if you want to work management or above types of jobs, degrees will definitely be very helpful for you in that aspect. Um, but there's a whole variety of skills that specifically relate to cybersecurity. The best advice I could say is to start with the Security Plus, because it really gives you foundational knowledge of a lot of things security, and then you can kind of go from there depending on the path that you ultimately want to end up or end down, whatever. If I miss questions, I apologize. The next giveaway is supposed to be tomorrow, but I have my kids home. I forgot to post the stuff this week when the giveaway was. I totally dropped the ball. So next week I have the kids all week, so I probably won't be doing any videos at all. So the following week, which I think is the week before Black Hat, um, we'll do like a bigger giveaway to give away lots of stuff. Trying to keep up with the chat here. I'm sorry. How much money do I make off of YouTube? I make enough to survive. I have 4 kids. We bought a new house. I bought a new truck. And that should give you an idea. I make enough. YouTube does all right for me. I like YouTube. I'm a YouTube fanboy. Love you, YouTube. Please don't ever delete my channel or demonetize me, because I love you. Sorry, I had to do that. Yeah, Mr. D, YouTube will be here, but I don't blame anyone for not relying on it to be there forever if that's how they make a living. Yeah, it's how I make a living currently, and if I don't have a proper backup plan in case of disaster, which that's something you kind of learn in the Security Plus, by the way, I'm just shooting myself in the foot. So, great idea to always have some type of backup plan. What's next? What do you plan on doing? How are you trying to achieve your success? Lane, you said just taken up professional networking course that includes Network Plus, Cisco, Microsoft Server 2012, etc., but it doesn't include A Plus or ITF. How important are the latter 2 certs? I mean, if you're going through and you're getting your Network Plus and a Cisco cert and a Microsoft cert, the A Plus and the ITF are basically irrelevant in some aspects. Some companies do require the A Plus certification, so you have to watch out for that. The ITF certification is just a great certification for people who know nothing about IT and they're trying to start from the beginning, or they're career changers and they're trying to get a better grasp on everything IT. The ITF is really the most basic level certification that's out there. It's a great cert, but the A plus just like towers over that completely, and it just lays down more foundational skills on top of the ITF. Mr. D, from what I know, which areas of the country are the best for IT work? Where are you most likely to find an abundance of good paying jobs? That's a great question. I don't know if I've ever really looked into that heavily. Um, the biggest cities are going to have, the, the most IT work. Whether they pay the most, I mean, that's subject, I guess. But, there's lots of different tech hubs. Utah is actually becoming like huge in technology. That's something to look out for. Um, but yeah, any big city, I mean, they're going to have a lot of IT jobs available. I mean, we can go on Indeed.com right now and search Chicago, New York, San Francisco, Dallas, etc. We're going to find a crap ton of jobs. Sub A, what is the cheapest certification on Security Ground for a fresher? Security Plus might be on the cheapest end as far as security certifications go. I still think it's like $300, but it's still around the cheapest, maybe. I think, well, you could get like a CCNA cyber security, the cyber ops one. I think that one might be only like $200. Don't quote me on that. I can't remember. 200 and something dollars, maybe. I don't know. Are robots going to take over everything? Yeah, one day, maybe. Like in 1,000 years. Robots won't exactly take over everything. We'll be working hand in hand with robots. It'll be great. Alash, do you have to be good with math to become an IT? You don't have to be good at math to work in IT. Robin Davis, he has an interview with Best Buy Geek Squad and Milwaukee PC so far. So he has interviews coming up. If so, good luck to him. Jacquard Lee, any tips for military vets transitioning into IT? Try to get security clearance. Try to get some type of security clearance as quickly as you possibly can, because that will greatly help you. Justin, can you have a free shirt? What kind of free shirt do you want, bro? You're extra large, by the way. If you look through my shirts, I'm going to put out actually some more shirts here soon. I got to design a couple. Yeah, look through my shirts. I'll send you a free shirt, bro. Let's go. Let's do this up. Mafia Boy. Hey, Zach. You're currently in a small IT team of 2, including yourself, small business. You started here 2 years ago as an apprentice, which I have now completed, and I pretty much deal with most first and second line issues. Your question, what should you learn next as you have MCSA for Server 2012 and 2016? Just wondered what my thoughts were. I love setting things up like deploying systems. SCCM, maybe I thought that was dying out, to be honest. What would SCCM die? I mean, SCCM is great. So you're saying cloud is something you'd be open to as long as the job prospects are good long term. So I was actually going to suggest Azure certifications. That was going to be amazing for you. So definitely look into that. All the Azure shirts. Oh, man, I'm trying to catch up with the chat, guys. I'm sorry. ITL4 Foundation cert, is it worth it? Yeah, ITIL they have some great. Their ITIL certifications are great. I definitely recommend them. Is AWS cert good for a non-tech guy like me? I wouldn't recommend it right off the bat. Andrews, you have convinced me to be in the IT field, man. Besides that, I kind of like it, even though you have a bachelor's in Europe history. Well, good luck to you. Michael Middleton, is the CISP cert worth it? The CISP cert is always worth it. Let's see. Ilame 77 degree license in CompTIA A plus, and since gotta move that mouse. Since 2009, prior, and have been jobless for the past pretty much 10 plus years. Never got a job in my degree, 20 years. What do you suggest? And nothing, please pray. Are you landing interviews? If you're not landing interviews, it's your resume and your cover letter, and an A plus just might not do it for where you're at. If you are landing interviews, there's so many things, like so many different routes I could go down on why you're not going past the interview process and landing job offers. Lane, thanks for answering your question. A plus seems so easy to you. There are some things you don't know, but not much. The A plus is definitely, it'll throw you off in many aspects. So there's so much about that certification that not a lot of people who currently work in IT know. As you're going through training for the A plus, you're gonna be like running across like so many different things that you might not ever run across within IT. Like, why do I need to know specifics about the DIMMs? Like, I'm sure there's some use case for that, but ultimately, like, I haven't run across any type of scenario where I was like, oh, I need to know these DIMM specifications for whatever reason. I don't know. That's probably a bad example, but you know. Kalen, you say, hi Zach, you just started studying MCSA Server 2016, but everyone is saying learn Linux. What should you do? Learn both. Sorry, I keep coughing. I would definitely learn both. Linux is so completely different from Windows, so there's not much about that that's going to throw you off completely, like, or confuse your studying for both of them. So I'd say go for both. Go for gold. Robin Davis, he had interviews, as you mentioned, and he did poorly on first one, but the second one wasn't good fit either. Waiting on Aurora, he went from accepted to under consideration within that for 2 weeks. Well, part of the interview process is that sometimes it's going to take interview after interview after interview to really figure that whole process out. Steve Gee, what's up? My story yesterday really touched me. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that many people saw that video and appreciated what I had to say. And then, let's see, I can't pronounce your name. You said, hey man, last video of high school dropout has inspired you a lot, dude. Keep up the good work. I will always try to keep up the good work. If you got an A plus in 2009, it would be expired by now, right? Yes, it's absolutely 100% expired. It's like A plus, like 500 series or something. It's like so old. See you later, Mafia Boy. Rayan, OSCP versus CISP for a beginner. Definitely not the CISP, and I wouldn't even say the OSCP for a beginner. The OSCP is no joke. Like that's a pretty intense certification. I couldn't really recommend somebody going for that certification without having fundamentals of IT ingrained into their brain. So things that you would learn from the A plus or Network plus, Security plus, Linux plus even. A tool, I don't know. I can't say your name. Should you get a CCNA or ITIL foundational cert? Well, what's your path? What are you looking to do? Is Scrum a sought after cert? Yeah, Scrum's a pretty good cert. Bye, Harry. I'm not still doing Network Chuck's CCNA challenge. That so much happened this year, and it's not down my path. I took the challenge, but then as I was going through my Security Plus, failed my Security Plus, had everything else going on behind the scenes, and then finally, ultimately, passing the Security Plus, just like 2 weeks ago or something. The CCNA is just, I cannot fit that into my journey at this point in time. So I recommend Server 2016, yeah, or Server 2019. Anthony, after getting your CSET and CCNA, what should you get next if you're looking to get into cybersecurity? Well, it depends on what aspect of cybersecurity you're looking to get into. Any experience with test out or I don't know what this word is, Cengage platforms? Test out is a great platform. Rayan, how do you make a choice of offensive or defensive security? Well, I mean, hopefully you understand what the difference is between the two of them. And I would honestly um, look at many different videos that are offered on YouTube that's to talk more specifically on offensive and defensive cybersecurity roles, responsibilities. And, you know, there's so many questions that I guess I would have for a question like that. But ultimately, you have to do the research and find out what is going to interest you the most. Like, quite honestly, my thoughts on exam dumps is I would avoid them completely. Michael Middleton, you have the Mike Myers A plus book. Any other reading you can suggest that pass the test? Not really. I think I have a link in the description to my Amazon page. I would take a look at that because there's a couple different book recommendations in there. What tips do I have for studying with a crazy life? Bro, man, I wish I would have documented every time I studied or how I just that whole process. My life is freaking chaos, which I know yours is too because you travel a lot and you have a bunch of kids just like I do. And really, you have to make sacrifices. And a lot of times I made sacrifice of sleep or sacrifice of doing some of the things that I probably should have been doing, like work-related things. But ultimately, the best way for studying is making sacrifices sometimes. Something that you have to do. And if you're willing to do it and you want to do it, you'll find a way. Elston, how long does it take to get a CCNA RS cert? Yeah, Kev Runs on Duncan answered that question. Depends on how fast you learn. So true. All right. So, anyways, I think that's all I got for you guys in today's live stream. I wasn't exactly ready to live stream. I don't think because I keep freaking coughing. I can't get it to go away. But thank you guys for showing up and talking, asking questions, and all that fun stuff. Hopefully, the next time we do a live stream, I'll be a little bit more energetic, not coughing my brains out. But anyway, thanks everyone. Have a great day and take it easy. Keep learning. Never stop.